guys, welcome to your figurative language flip. So the first few slides are going to be repeats of previous terms that we've already done, but I want you to go ahead and have all your notes on one page, the handout that I gave you, so make sure that you fill in what each figurative language definition is and then put, 1 to 2 examples of each, so that way if you get confused with the definition, you'll have some examples to go back and look at. Okay, so our first term is a simile, so this should be a review. Simile is a comparison of two unlike things using like or as. So, making sure we're going to use like, if I can get the pen going, like or as. Okay, so your eyes sparkle like diamonds. So in order to figure out a simile, oh, it's got to have the word like in there between the comparison, and then you have to make sure you ask yourself what is actually being compared, and that's going to be eyes to diamonds. Okay, and then here's another one. Her teeth were like pearls. So what are the two things being compared? Her teeth to pearls. I'm going to circle the like because that indicates it's a simile. Your mind is as sharp as a knife. Okay, what's being compared? Your mind to a knife. Not sharp to a knife, it's your mind to a knife, and then you're going to circle the as. Okay, so simile review. Metaphor, very similar to a simile, however, it's just a straight comparison between two unlike things. There is no use of like or as. So basically you're saying the one thing is the other. Okay, so the guy is a rock. So what two things are being compared? The guy to a rock. There is no like or as, so you know it's a metaphor. She is a couch potato. She is being compared to a couch potato, no like or as. It's a metaphor. Mike, don't be a pig. Mike is being compared to a pig. We're going to skip that. Okay, hyperbole should be a review as well. Whoops, sorry, let me go back. Hyperbole is an exaggeration. We use these all the time. I just used one. I'm so hungry I could eat a horse. So what is our actual exaggeration here? You're exaggerating how hungry, so the exaggeration is how hungry you really are. You're not really going to eat a horse. There's the rest of that one. Okay, personification should also be a review. Giving human qualities to animals or inanimate objects. So I always remember this one as you're making that object like a person. Personification. Okay, just kind of a simple way to remember that. So the dog danced around the cat trying not to get scratched. So what is being personified? The dog, because what is he doing? He's dancing. It's a human trait. The telephone sang its shrill song. So the telephone is being personified. Singing is the human trait. Okay, moving right along. Onomatopoeia, one of the favorites. A word that imitates a sound. Okay, so a word that imitates a sound, like pop, bang, crash, drip, slurp. And I'm sure there's many more you can think of. Alliteration. Alliteration is the repetition of the same sound at the beginning of the word. Okay, so Sally sat by the seashore collecting sea shells. So there's that repetition of that S sound at the beginning. An analogy, this one might be a little new to you. The analogies we're going to look at aren't the, a pencil is to paper as this is to that. Those aren't the analogies we're going to look at. We're going to look at a similarity between two things that leads to a comparison. So I want you to remember this term right here, extended metaphor. So it's a comparison, like a metaphor, comparison between two things. But to make it an analogy, it's got to be extended. It runs through the whole poem, or it runs through the whole section, or the whole paragraph. So it's got to be extended beyond just a one-line metaphor. Okay? It's often used to help explain something or make it easier to understand. So analogies are often used in your other content areas, in social studies and science, in order for you to kind of grasp the new concept you're trying to understand. So this we haven't done yet, but you can create a metaphor for yourself. Like the metaphor I remember writing was, I am a bouncing ball, and it's all about being adaptable and how you can change based off of what's going on and that kind of idea. So if it's extended out, it's going to become an analogy. Okay, your next term is an idiom. It's a phrase that has special meaning different from the meaning of the individual words. Okay, so different from the meaning of the individual words. So, a little bird told me would be an idiom. It doesn't literally mean a bird came to your ear and told you something, because that would be weird. It just means, oh, somebody told me this secret, right? So that's really what it means. Someone told you a secret. Okay. This is for the birds. Doesn't literally mean it's for the birds that chirp outside. It means you don't like it. So if you say, oh, this assignment is for the birds, it's something that you don't like. Water off a duck's back, which means it can roll off your back. You can take it, whatever it is. Okay, so those are idioms. Kill two birds with one stone. That's an idiom. And that's it. So those are your definitions for your terms. So just make sure you have a definition with an example. If you want to come up with your own examples, that's always fine too. And we will use these as we continue. Okay, see you guys later. Have a great day.